Well, welcome everybody to the latest in the Innovators Series editions of our video interviews. And today, I'm extremely fortunate to have with us Andrew Preston, who is the product owner for events and payment applications at Tataki Auckland Unlimited. Andrew, thanks again for taking the time to do this. Can you just give us a bit of an intro for yourself and a bit of background yourself and on Tataki?
Yeah, sure. Thanks for giving me the opportunity to speak to you today, Steve. Really happy to be here. I'm the product owner for events and payment applications at Tataki Auckland Unlimited, working in the digital team. We support a diverse range of venues and cultural facilities across Tamaki Makaurau, Auckland. Tataki Auckland Unlimited is Auckland's economic and cultural agency and an Auckland Council-controlled organisation. I'm tasked with making the region a desirable place to live, work, visit, invest, and do business. And one of our primary activities is delivering events across the wonderful venues we have across Auckland. These venues include the Town Hall, Zoo, Auckland Art Gallery, New Zealand Maritime Museum, and a number of stadiums, theatres, conference and event centres. Momentus does play a key role for us, supporting the various teams from sales and planning through to setup and delivery, and also our finance platform for all our OPEX expenditure and revenue. And my role at Tataki Auckland Unlimited is to manage a portfolio of digital products that enable solutions for the teams to deliver the events and experiences to our customers. As I said, the primary platform is Momentus, but I also look after a number of our other applications which support rostering, ticketing, point of sale, food and beverage, and FBOS. I've been in Tataki about 2.5 years, and prior to that, I spent 15 years in the software sector, developing leisure management software for council and state sports venues, including Melbourne Sports and Aquatic and Sydney Olympic Park.
Wow. Yes. Besides your own background there, that's quite the resume that Tataki has in terms of the number of venues that you're operating, and pretty diverse too, with all those different styles of venues. Now, you mentioned there a couple of times that you're using different applications, particularly Momentus and that sort of thing. So I understand that you've just completed the project that allows internal stakeholders to view your event information across the Tataki sites. Can you just tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, we were informed about the looming retirement of calendar events feature from Momentus in the IBMS module. So we made the move to develop our own version of the calendar to ensure continuity for the teams that were using it. The calendar events feature was originally used by our Auckland Art Gallery front of house team to get a view of what's on for the day, and also for our IT team to see what's on across the venues when looking at network and infrastructure requirements. So initially we were looking for a like-for-like replacement for the calendar of events pages, but we were able to leverage the Momentus APIs to build something much more feature-rich than what was already available, so that could be used much more widely across the business. We had already used the Momentus APIs previously as part of our citywide calendar project to feed in all Momentus listed events. And so our integration team was already quite well versed in the API documentation and use cases. And this allowed us to deliver the platform quite quickly in conjunction with the front-end development from our web team. The calendar itself is a read-only view of events over a given period and can be viewed in either a list or a calendar format, and they can be filtered on all the usual attributes such as venue and usage, etc. They can then also be clicked down to view all the lower level details for that event. So our staff can check run times, work orders, and even booking notes associated with the event. Some of the cool elements, it's fully mobile responsive, and we were able to integrate with our ADFS to be able to filter the view of events based on the role of the user.
That's a pretty cool case study there. Thanks for sharing that. It really plays into the whole idea of using APIs. So how important would you say is a strong API or APIs to your business?
Yeah, our digital strategy says that we should focus on best of breed solutions for each of our key business functions, and then we integrate those to create our digital ecosystem. This means that our chosen solutions need to have strong API interfaces that we can leverage to allow them to easily connect with other applications on our data warehouse platform. We've invested pretty heavily in the last couple of years building out some enterprise integration and data platforms, part of our wider ecosystem. This is designed to bring stronger connectivity across the business. And by following the master data patterns in the platform, we're able to leverage work from previous integrations to increase efficiency in our subsequent projects. We have a strong in-house data team. They work with our key vendors to build out and support the integrations. Just to give you a few examples of what we've been able to execute using APIs, we've created a citywide calendar, which consumes data from all our event management software, Momentus being one of those, as well as our ticketing platforms, to provide a single view of events occurring across the city in a given timeline. And this info is consumed by our many stakeholders across the business to help alignment and smoothing of event timing. A key consumer of that citywide calendar is our Discover Auckland website, which utilises all the event data to serve up ideas for visitors to do while they're in the city. On top of that, our finance team have utilised data feeds from our financial systems, one of them being Momentus, to build a reporting suite in our business intelligence platform. And finally, we're also using leveraging visitation data from our various culture logs to build out analytics and visualizations, utilising a leading visitation platform in the sector. And all of these integrations are part of a huge organisational-wide push to be data-led and continue to build a strong data platform, strong data culture across the business. This could not be done without strong APIs and the platforms to support and consume them.
Yeah, that's fantastic. I love hearing about businesses getting really more focused on being data-driven, data-led. Certainly music to my ears. So thanks for sharing that, and thanks for being at the forefront of doing that too. So what other initiatives do you have in the pipeline at Tataki Auckland Unlimited?
Yeah, coming up in our pipeline, we've got quite a few projects in the API space to build out that ecosystem even further. One of the key initiatives we're looking at will be digitising our post-event wash-up reports. These are currently completed via printed out Word documents by our key event supervisors, which are then scanned and uploaded to Momentus to be stored. We're hoping to utilise the Momentus API data to pre-fill web forms that can then be completed by our staff and uploaded to the data platform so we can analyse trends across event incidents and performance. We're also investigating whether WeTrack could be a good fit for our business to track risk and sustainability, particularly if we can connect that up with our enterprise platforms and push data and pull data where it needs to be viewed by head office teams in line with the other areas of the business. And then looking further out, we're looking at to investigate what value can be gained by analysing customer activity across the business and see if there are any opportunities to cross-sell where customer interests might cross our different brands.
Oh, yeah, it's going to keep you busy, I'd say, for the next wee while. Just a final question for you, Andrew. If you had a crystal ball, what do you believe would be the most impactful new technology for Tataki Auckland Unlimited in the next 2 or 3 years?
Yeah, one of the hottest new technologies, of course, is artificial intelligence. And I see it playing a critical role in the technology space of Tataki Auckland Unlimited in the coming years. We recently drafted an AI policy, which, when finalised, will provide the guardrails for our staff to be able to use that technology in a way that keeps them and the organisation safe. I can really see that technology transforming the way we work as a business, especially the way our customers interact with us and our digital platforms. We're already seeing a strong push into the space from our vendors, which I think is only the beginning of this trend, which will continue to grow. The caveat, of course, is that we need to navigate this technology with caution to make sure we're not compromising our data and it's used in a way to benefit our staff and customers and not negatively impact them.
Yeah, certainly AI is the term and the technology that's on everyone's on mind at the moment. So appreciate you sharing that. The fact you've got a policy is great. But yeah, I totally understand from a caveat perspective, there's a few things there to take into account. Look, Andrew, thanks so much for sharing all this info with us. Sounds like you guys are on a pretty amazing data and digital journey. We're very proud to be able to support you along that way with our products, and I look forward to hearing how things progress and how it's all going in the future. So again, Andrew Preston, thank you very much.
Thanks very much, Steve. Great to talk to you.